Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're looking at another G.I. Joe figure, because I've got a bunch of extra figures here. I've been doing extra kind of figures to go through or whatever, where normally I was just doing them on Fridays. It's just kind of hitting some of the backlog. So I picked this up a while ago. This is a Python Patrol. Now this is an officer. So I do have two regular troopers. The regular troopers always had the black mask. The officers always had the red mask. So that was one of the standards that they had done in the cartoon. So it was always kind of nice to see. So our officers, and they have two different heads, which is kind of nice. So we can always change out the head if you want someone with more of a chocolate skin or someone with the lighter skin here. Pretty nice. Before we get to unboxing, I will note we have pretty much the same weapon setup. So AK-47. I don't know what kind of gun this is. The magazine goes off to the side. I do have one because I took one of the regular troopers. So it's sitting off to the side. The magazine comes out, which is wonderful. But I just don't know what kind of gun that is. I really don't. And this one's bent a little bit. They were firm, at least for the troopers, the regular troopers. They were firm weapons, not too bad. And of course the same kind of pistol here, almost like Hans DL44. And we have a pack here. So let's get them opened up. We'll get this one opened up. Again, the whole thought was maybe if I can get the guys to want to play G.I. Joe as a role-playing game, we could do it off of the, doing like the D6, which is why I've been doing a lot of the D6 stuff. And then we can just kind of go from there. So, see, I got my knife here. Here's for one. Here's the two. So this is when Hasbro was trying to not use so much plastic, which is funny because they're making plastic toys. So, let's not use very much in plastic, but we're making plastic toys. I think what they should maybe do is get us all the vehicles in nice kind of steel or something like that, and make sure it's done like Tonka vehicles, and they'll last for the next 100 years. That would help them for the use of plastic. Okay. So, got the figure. He's going to have a second head in here, which is cool. So we do have a second head. So like I said, if you want a nice chocolate look to them, or if you want a lighter skin, you can do that. Either way, not a problem. We do have a helmet to go on. The other thing is by having the different heads, you can pick up two of these, and you can have one as one and the other is the other, so you can denote who is who. Head has some pretty good movement. You can look up a little bit. Of course, you can look down pretty good. All right. So we have some nice boots here, some good combat boots, and we get our standard ankle here. So that's always nice to see. Usually when we get these boots we have, and of course it's here, we do have that nice joint there. And we have the double knee, so you can bend that all the way around. I'm not going to do that today. Normally I do. And we have our scabbard here for our knife. The knife is a little on the rubbery side, but I think it makes sense too. That way if you're poking with your Joes at a Cobra or whatever, or Cobra at a Joe, it doesn't hopefully do damage here. So the legs are pretty good, pretty standard, not too bad. We should have a joint right here, and we do. So that works out pretty good. And we get to our arms, and of course we have our wrist joint. I don't see a piece on the back, so we're not going to go farther back, but we should be able to, because no, we don't have it here either. So this will just be able to twist around. We're not going to go back and forth here. I think our gloves are preventing that. And we do have movement here at the top of the glove, as well as a double elbow. So we can kind of bring him all the way up here. So if he's got to talk on a microphone or something, he can do that. He has some nice print here. And we have movement right up here, which is our standard, and he does have the double shoulder joint, so trying to move them back a little bit, we can get that back or forward. So if you're really trying to kink that back to throw something or whatever, we can really haul that back. If we're trying to make it look like he's throwing an apple at someone. Okay, he's got the webbing on here. Looking at this, I think he's got a nice joint, so he could do the sit-up. So I think he can do, he can do the sit-ups. So you can, if you're trying to have them do PT in the morning, you can have them do that. That adds a little extra availability for doing, the different posing I see other people doing online and all that. My guys are pretty much going to be kind of stationary, like so. Although it seems like his hip and all that is just slightly off. I don't know why. It just seems like it's slightly off. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Okay. Alright, so let's look at all the other wonderful things that we have here. So he does have goggles that we could put the goggles on top of the helmet, I think. Nope, I don't think those are going to go over the helmet. I think that goes right over. Yep, that goes on top of him there. So if you want to get a third one, then you could have them with the goggles on there, and then you don't know who you got underneath there. I think I'll leave them on there only for the simple fact of otherwise I'll probably lose them. I got to get a tote or something for putting all these in there. Okay, so like I said, this looks like Han Solo's DL-44 without the scope in so many ways. So we'll put that in this holster there, so he's got that. And of course we have, and I showed you this one. Alright, that's the other end. This sits in here like so. There it is. I just don't know what gun that is. I really don't. It's using the same magazine as the AK-47 here. So I'm going to take a wild guess. It's a 7.62. What is it? 7.62 by 3.9 for the Russian, and I think ours is 7.62 by 5.4 for the American. So I think that's how that worked. But I mean, it's a cool looking gun. It's just one of those things of usually that's what this is the one that I'll put in his hand. Oh, come on. And then, so we do have a magazine pouch, so I could either put the second magazine here, or I could put it into his AK here. Come on. I shouldn't be having that much problem. I am, but I shouldn't be. And it looks like he's got laser sight on there, so you can either use the iron or just turn on the laser sight, unless that's a flashlight of some sort, but which is a possibility. And then we're going to try and fit all this into here. And there we are. Now he does have, and I'm going to point this out, he's got a spot here. Now in one of the other ones, and I don't see it here, and I don't feel it in the bag, we had some silencers. So if you had a spare silencer, you could always put it right in here. So we give him a pouch for a silencer, but we don't have a silencer, and that's an extra magazine pouch, which I could take it out and throw it in there or something like that. But either way, nice figure, looks pretty cool. Looks a little goofy with the goggles on. Maybe I'll take the goggles off. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. All right, and then there's the head. I don't think you guys see the. I set this down here. No, you just missed that. Okay. Trying to look behind me so I know what you guys can see and what you guys can't see. There, now you can see it all. Hopefully you're looking at this on a TV or something like that, that you can see it a little bit better. Okay, not a bad figure. It's kind of nice having an officer, so I can sit here and I can have two troopers and an officer, so we can have a fire team or whatever. And it works out really well. I know that these are getting to be older figures already, and that's why I'm trying to kind of get extra figures done out here. These are, like I said before, these are some of the figures I picked up, and oh yeah, well I should do a video on this or whatever, and that's where all the Figure Friday started, and then I'm getting new figures along the way because they're coming out, and the old collector in me says, hey, I should get that one. And now I'm not doing videos on some of these older ones, and now it's been a while. So, you know, maybe you guys won't watch too many of these because you've seen plenty of these before, but you know what? That's fine. It's just the fun. I did like the Python Patrol look. I thought that was kind of nice as like a new subclass for their group. You know, because we have regular Cobra, Iron Grenadiers, which was Destro, the Crimson Troops for the Crimson Guard. We have now Python Patrol. We have the Dreadnoughts. We could always throw in the Valkyries for the Baroness. So, which I have not gotten any of those, and I don't know if I'll be able to find them. The best I've been able to come up with is, some people might say it might be heresy, but Valaverse, they have some in blue, so those will be my Valkyries, and then they do have some in tan. I did see those, and I kind of got some of those ordered, so hopefully we can unbox some of those, and we can use those as different, just, you know, we can put those in the Cobra group or whatever as well. So with that, thanks for visiting. Hope you're having a good day, and we'll see you in the next video.